Hi, hello, welcome to Dusty Shop, where bad decisions are rabid and planning is lacking. So, don't do what we do. Well, you could try it. Have fun with it. You know, do the YouTube stuff. Click like and subscribe. Alright, thanks. Alright, circus goers. So, here we are again today with the old shipping crate. We're going to, I'm going to try to pull this front end apart. So that way, we can get to the front of the engine. So, as you can tell, difficulties. So, we're going to kind of speed through this because, it's just one of those deals. So, as I'm sitting here and getting all my stuff, lights and all that, it's got some cool little pull hooks welded to the frame right there. And that's what I'm kind of checking out, see what all's been done. It's a 97, so it's got 97 problems. Of years of people messing with it, and all kinds of other stuff. So the bumper's kind of pushed back up against it, so it made it kind of not overly hard, but a little more interesting to get the bumper out. Plus, it's been leaking oil, and it's just an old truck, and so you got grime and all the other good stuff all over everything, just everything. And so I'm zipping the bolts off right here. So if I can take the old bumper off right there. There she comes. Wham! Right there. No bumper at all. Makes it easy. There, got me a little bucket out because we're gonna drain all the coolant out of this thing, and But first I gotta do is I'm taking the batteries out. I just take them out anyway. They haven't gone dead on me, but since we're working on the truck and the alternator still doesn't work, I thought I'd go ahead and pull the batteries out and give them a charge. So kind of get the power wires out there. We're gonna start taking all the front support there off. We gotta get the AC condenser off. We gotta get the power steering cooler off, intercooler, radiator, fan, shroud, la. So as we can see, I'm just kind of speeding right along this because it's normal stuff until we get to this part. So I'm going underneath there. I'm thinking, all right, let's drain the coolant. So I'm looking, kind of find there we go, my little bucket. And I get out my little clear little line, hook it up to it, because this makes it nice and neat, so that way we don't make a lake in the shop, antifreeze and whatnot. Well, somebody beat me to it, and usually those things will break off, and that one was already broke off. So sometimes I got a little deal, a little snap-on tool thingy there that you can get in there, and it's supposed to take those things loose even when that happens. Well, there I'm trying to get it, and it didn't work. Nope, snap on a little tooly thing, it didn't work. So I'm gonna keep messing with it because I'm stubborn, and I'm bound to determine that my little tool there that I'm using forever is gonna work, and well, it doesn't. So I'm kind of looking around going, well, what's the best route to do this without making the biggest lake in the shop? There ain't one. So what I'm doing there is I'm gonna go ahead and start breaking down, taking things loose. So I'm gonna get the upper radiator hose. So I'll get my little pliers out, and we'll go ahead. There they are. We'll go ahead and so it has all these snap clamps on it. So we'll get those out of the way. I'm just probably not going to go back with those things because I just absolutely hate those things. So we're gonna go with regular hose clamps because those spring clamps have a tendency to leak after a while, and those are getting old, and I've had that happen to me before. We're gonna put one back together, and then those spring clamps are on there, and it went to leaking around the spring clamp. So do that. So now I've got out my fan tool to knock the fan off, which is usually your little air hammer, which is it's got a wrench on the end of it. Wonderful little tool. This truck has not had a chisel put to it, which is I was thankful for that because that just makes my truck. Somebody did do that. They chiseled off the fan, and it has jacked that nut up to the point where that tool doesn't really work. and like we're supposed to. So I'm over here trying to get this thing to come loose, and sometimes these things are stubborn and they don't like to come loose. So, but I'm persistent. We'll keep pounding on this thing until it comes loose or whatever. So with that being said, I've been pounding on this thing quite a bit for a little bit, and yeah, I ain't coming loose yet. I'm sliding a little bit, but I ain't come loose. So there, I'm checking it, and I broke the end of the tool off, so now we gotta do some repairs. So we'll come back and let me get this thing fixed, and we'll see what we get done.
Alright, circus go. So there we go. We've got ourselves a cover. Front end pulled apart. Okay, so I do this because I'm not trying to remember where all these bolts go. And so by looking at things, our front seal got rolled or not installed, right? And we're grouped. How it did not leak, I do not know. It was not leaking from here, but that, yeah, that ain't right. I ended up leaking like, I'm leaking right through here. And the normal, you can see the nice buildup. And then down here, you can see the pressure all down here. So, we're leaking all of this cover. So, yeah, I was just going to show you that. Here we are on, into a little, few, baths and, PB Blaster and WD-40 and whatnot, and then there was a huge fight to get the old fan off. I just didn't want to give it up, but a little persuasion, and it gave it up. Yeah, come on. So, yeah, we got to continue to tear this thing apart, because we got to get all this off, and pull the injector lines off, covers off. We got to get all the cam out. Well, we're going to pull this cover right here off. I'm going to put a new gasket back there, because we're already this far, and there's a lot of, you can see there's a lot of RTB, and you can see like here, they didn't get a very good job around that spot, but they did like that spot, and there's spots over here, so we got what do we got here? We got mold. So I had to buy a new wood sticky things from my favorite place. So yeah, we got a whole kit, so we got it all. Right there. Well, good stuff right here, man. That's what I use in mine. So, yeah, that just kind of, yay. That was a whole lot of time spent, but those little tracks are cantankerous like that, and you gotta pull out, or you just gotta get on through with it. I'm going to go, and what I do, because I'm not going to roll this thing around and try to, get all the timing marks set. I'm going to mark it, so I can put everything back the way I found it. Yes, I am. Because that way, no big deal. I don't know the timing marks. I'm going to mark it up my way, and then, put everything back. So when I go put everything back, I just put everything back on my marks, and everything is the way the engine's sitting right now. So, well, maybe it was leaking a little bit out the bottom seal. Maybe I was leaking out that thing. And this thing's just slinging all everywhere. You know what? I got it. It needs it. It looks like it's leaking. Other than there, so let's just do it. Let's just install the new gasket and call it a day, because yeah, it's just better off that way. Okay, so you got some parts in the old washer. Take them out, clean them up a little bit. I'm gonna try to get. I think I'm gonna just dip this whole thing in there and just let it sit for a bit. Right now I'm just thinking, I'm looking, make sure I don't, I'm not overlooking something else. Engine runs fine, so I wasn't really worried about that. But needs a new seal. She's just a leaking. Boo. Alright, well, I'm gonna come back with y'all, and after, like I said, I'm gonna do some cleaning, get this thing dipped, like I said, okay, circus goer, so, you know, I cleaned the cover off, you couldn't check it out, so yeah, it's all, you know, it's all cleaned up, and yeah, looking nice, and, you know, doing some more inspections and all that, and guess what? You know, because we had this little wampus jawed looking thing right here all twisted, and it, you know, looking at it, and yeah, it cut a groove right here, right there. So, we gotta get ourselves a speedy seal, because I think it's just gonna leak right on past that thing, and I mean, a lot. So, I'm wondering, now that I see that, you know, it's hard to say. You pull the cover off and replace it, because there's probably much oil pouring out of this thing. That's a lot of it. There can also be a lot of coming out of this through here, because this is really caked up. Yeah, I got the gasket. Let's change it. It ain't nothing but time. We'll pull the covers off, get the cam out and all that. But for right now, that's going to be on another part. Because I'm not going to go any farther until I get a speedy seal, because once I get all this out, I don't want them lifters sitting there dangling in the side of a wood dowel for like forever on rubber bands. And that just sounds like a disaster waiting to happen. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go get the speedy seal ordered, get that in, and then we will continue on keeping on. So yeah, so I guess what we'll do is, so now you'll ship a crate, and you ship the front end all pulled apart, which, you know, that was a whole, like, interesting endeavor. You know, things kind of crusty and rusty, and kind of, you know, what do you expect? I didn't expect anything less. I didn't think I'm going to pull it apart easy, so that one just as planned, kind of crusty. Now we're dug into the motor. I was worried about the old D-pump here leaking, but I don't see anything leaking from it, but you know what? I don't know, man, because I pull that apart, I gotta put the P-pump back in it, and put the pulley back and gear back on it, and I don't know, it might be easier just to leave it on and pull the cam out. Once I pull the cam out, then all I got is just it. So, I'll debate that while I'm waiting for that to show up, and then we'll continue on. So, yeah, I guess this is going to be a multi-part series. Hooray! Yay! So, with that being said, thanks for watching, and catch us on the next part, where we actually, hopefully, start pulling the cam and everything out, and do all that wonderful stuff. So, alright, thanks!